Welcome back to On the Money with Ryan Wheelis, financial advisor, multitasker. Looking at the phone, looking at the videos. I know you got people out there taking appointments, and we're recording here for radio on the weekends, but man, I feel like you are working at least 6 days a week. You know, I get text messages from you on the weekends, buddy. So you got the team, the gears were working literally 24/7. It feels like. How about you? Everybody feeling busy over there?
Yeah, well, I mean, Spike, it's interesting. You know, I started this company January 22nd, 2008. I have never worked a day in my life since, and I love what I do. And as a business owner, there really are no days off. I hate to tell you that, but there just aren't. You know, we take calls, we listen to clients. You know, and if somebody's trying to get a hold of me, you know, and I understand that markets are going up and down and crazy. People just want to hear our voice, and you know we know that, but we try to be proactive. Like we do weekly market updates. Sometimes we do quarterly market updates. We do quarterly reviews. You know, via webinar. We really do try to stay at the forefront so that if something like these tariff volatility starts to happen, that you know people have already heard from us. Right? They're not looking to hear from us because they've already heard from us, right? And we even send clients out weekly portfolios or weekly updates about their portfolios. And I think that's important because people want to know that you have your eye on the ball. If you're managing their money for retirement, they want to know you're not asleep at the wheel, and they want to hear from you those things. And they need to be reminded of those things more so when the market starts going crazy. Because when the market's going up, we're all fine. Everybody's hunky-dory. You know, our phones in the office aren't ringing. People are like, yeah, we're good, Ryan. I said, the market's up 20%. Saw what you guys did in our account this year. We're happy. Everything's good. Everything's good until things go bad. And when things go bad, big market downturn like these tariffs bringing about all this market volatility, people get nervous. And they get nervous because we always go back to this. They're living on their life savings because retirement is now a do-it-yourself world. They've got to do it themselves. They've got to finance it themselves, got to pay for it themselves. And it gets very, very emotional when markets start going down and people start seeing losses in their accounts. And, you know, you've got to be able to communicate well to your clients. You've got to be able to communicate often, and you've got to be able to communicate effectively. And I feel like my team and I are pretty good at doing that at Allied Wealth.
Yeah. Something that has been really surprising lately is how many people are calling and asking questions about estate planning, even just bringing up the phrase. I think that's an entry point that is very, very hard for the American public. You are hearing a lot more from quote unquote financial advisors. It's on your social media. It's on every single version of a website that you open up. You say financial advisor, and all of a sudden you're going to start getting advertisements in your phone, right? But when it comes to actually having access to a lawyer who can help you with estate planning, that's still an entry point. I still talk about a story that my father and I experienced last year. There was a distant family member. Somebody actually had left my dad like as a contact, and it was somebody he hadn't talked to in like 20 or 30 years. We needed to talk to an estate planning attorney. And just to book the appointment over the phone for half an hour, we had to pay them a $500 retainer. Just to say that we have questions about what to do about this. So I think today people are like, we don't even know where to get started. Either you go online and you start downloading forms on your own, like putting together a will or a trust, which can be very risky because who knows if you're putting it together properly, or just having a conversation. So do you talk to people about the estate planning aspect of it? I know as a pilot and as a financial advisor, you can't also have your law degree. But how does the estate planning fit in for you?
No, well, I'm not a lawyer in any capacity, but it doesn't mean I don't understand the inner workings of a properly structured estate plan. In fact, as a financial advisor, I believe that you are required to be able to do that. Now, we're not going to go writing trusts for people because that's not what we do. Now, we can certainly help point you in the right direction, and we have people that we work very, very closely with, to help establish trust and advance directives, wills, family limited partnerships, deeds, all that stuff. That's a resource that we offer our client base for sure. And we do ask that you're a client before we offer you that resource because we're not in the business of helping people just do estate planning, right? We do more holistic planning than that. But as part of a service we offer holistic planning clients, we do help them deeply with estate planning. So if you need an estate plan, folks, you don't have one, come talk to us. And I'll tell you this right now, Spike. You know, we offer the second opinion on the show a lot, right? Get a second opinion. And I love this question. This is a guy named Van Mueller asked me this question years ago. He said, Ryan, anytime somebody tells you they've been with somebody for 20 or 30 years or 15 years and they've got a guy or they've got a gal and they're just happy as they can be, ask them this question. Do you have enough confidence in your financial advisor and your financial plan to seek a second opinion? Think about that for a second. Do you have enough confidence and your financial advisor and financial plan to seek a second opinion? It really is a great question. Why is that so important when it comes to estate planning? Well, it's important because the number of times that people come in and they bring their IRA account statements and their 401k account statements and their annuity statements and their life insurance policies and all their stuff, and they also bring in their trust and their will. I can't tell you the number of times, Spike, that I see the beneficiaries on the IRA, the 401k, the Roth IRA, the life insurance plan, the home, whatever it is, are not properly pointing to the trust documents, which means if the people die in the current state of beneficiaries, what their wishes are in their trust are not going to happen. Now think about that. You went and paid an attorney to do a trust for you. That's only half the work. The other half of the work is making sure that all your bank accounts, all your IRAs, all your brokerage accounts, all the deeds for your properties, anything else I'm not mentioning, any drip accounts, any stock accounts, whatever, it all has to point properly to your trust through beneficiary designation. And guess whose shoulders that actually falls on, Spike? And this is why it's so important for a financial advisor to understand estate planning. Guess whose shoulders it falls on to make sure those beneficiaries point to where the money's supposed to go?
I'm going to guess myself or the listener out there.
No, it's the financial advisor.
Really?
The financial advisor, when you open an account at Charles Schwab, if we open an IRA account, it asks who the beneficiary is.
Yeah.
Right? We open a Roth IRA at Schwab. Who's the beneficiary? If you want a brokerage account at Schwab, we're going to make sure that we have a beneficiary because we're going to make sure the account transfers on death. All of your accounts, okay, that in my opinion, it falls on the advisor's shoulders to make sure that those accounts point towards the trust properly. And I can't tell you the number of times that I see people, I've been with John, 10, 15 years. I'm like, well, John's doing a pretty good job, but one strike he's got against him out of 3 right now is he did not make sure that your beneficiary designations on your accounts point to your trust or your will the right way. And that's a big deal because what you spent money, $5, $10, maybe $12,000 on a trust for, you have wishes, but if it's not properly put together, your wishes will not be honored.
Yeah. And that's just beneficiary designations. The reason I brought it up, and we only have about 3 or 4 minutes left in our show today, is that somebody wrote in with a question: what is better for estate planning purposes for my family? Converting things to a Roth or Roth IRA or using life insurance? And I think they're also dancing in the tax world here. So, just this little tiny bit of a nuance is actually almost an hour-long conversation that you need to have for somebody. Do you lean either way on this one, doing Roth conversions or using life insurance for estate planning?
Yes, Roth conversions are super important because the big change that occurred in the Setting Americans Up for Taxation Act, that's what I call the Secure Act, by the way, is when a non-spousal beneficiary inherits an IRA today. That non-spousal beneficiary is likely your child, who you probably put through college at A&M or UT or Tech or wherever. The child is out of school, hopefully using the degree that you helped them get wisely and maybe working for a major oil company. They're doing well. Well, now mom and dad's going to drop a massive amount of IRA dollars on top of their income when mom and dad pass away because the child now has to take money out of the account every year, and it has to be empty over 10 years. Leaving money behind in an IRA as a result has become almost a curse. So what you can do is you can do some tax planning while you're still here and start converting some of that money over to Roth IRA. And you can do that for as long as you want to do it. All right. But that's tax planning. That's Roth IRA tax planning. Life insurance is a little bit different, Spike. You can use the life insurance to, if you want to ensure that life insurance is used to leverage money. If I put money in a Roth IRA and I put $100,000 in the Roth IRA, that money has to grow in the stock market or wherever to actually get to a future value that could be a death benefit to my heirs. If I go dump $100,000 in a life insurance policy, I can likely get potentially $1 million death benefit. All right. So I know that if I die, my heirs are getting $1 million tax free. If I dump $100,000 in the Roth IRA has to grow over time to get to that $1 million. And it's not guaranteed that it ever will. Right. So they're just different strategies there. But life insurance can largely be used to avoid taxes on IRAs. So if you're going to leave behind $1 million IRA and your kid's at a 37% tax rate, all right, well, that's $370,000. We'll buy a life insurance policy for $370,000. You die, your kid gets the IRA. They take all the money out at one time. and they get the life insurance money, they actually inherited a full $1 million. And believe it or not, doing that is a lot cheaper than paying the darn taxes. That's totally legal, by the way, folks. It's a lot cheaper than paying the taxes, though.
Yeah, well, that was a simple solution. Tie it all together for us. We're going to have to wrap it up today, at least on the radio. The videos will keep coming. You'll keep doing the TV show. Give us the numbers there.
Yeah, folks. I mean, so we've just spent a lot of time talking today on the show about all kind of things, but I think everything points back to the same thing. People don't want to fail in retirement, but if they don't have a plan, they may not make it. And a plan allows you to stick it out through thick and thin, up markets, down markets, sideways markets. To get your plan right now, all you got to do is text the word plan to 21,000. Again, text the word plan on your iPhone. If you're one of those weird Android users, do it with that. But text plan to 21,000. Again, PLAN to 21,000. You can also call the show by calling 844-944-7555. Again, 844-944-7555. My team of certified financial planners is standing by right now to help you with your very own certified financial plan.
For Ryan Wheelis, I'm Spike Spangle. Thank you for listening for the full hour on the radio program. You can call that phone number, text that number 21000 to get started on your plan, or 844-944-7555. Hey, we know the market's been up and down, but get started with a plan. It is no cost to call the team here and get your own certified financial plan written by our certified financial planners. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.